chance. I'm fortunate enough to come to where, I had the nice things growing up, so I wasn't in a rush to have money, or money wasn't, big for me personally. But then you can ask a guy whose parents struggled, and he's seen his mom struggle, which, my mom struggled at times, but I'm still thankful for where we're at now. She has a good job, so, it's different for different people. For me, if they offered me way more, then probably, but overall, I don't think it would have did too much, but I think that's a hard question because it's according to the background that you come from.
And with you talked about coming back, rather than going to the NFL. There was some discussion. The commissioner kind of talked a little bit about at one point, going off to the NFL and then letting players to come back. If they were to, if they didn't feel like they were, could get to where they wanted to be. Would that be something you as a player would approve of if that would ever come down the pipeline?
I don't know. I ain't heard that one.
Okay,
but I don't know about going and coming back. I feel like
we're going to the combine, and if you didn't have a good performance, maybe they come back to school rather than trying to go to the NFL. So.
That would be probably good, but I think they'll have to make some rule where everybody can't do it. Because if that's the case, being an athlete, you're always going to be confident in yourself. So if they're telling you you're going to be a 6th rounder, not just 4th, you're going to go try to kill it. If not, if I don't kill it, I can just come back to school. So there had to be a lot of rules about that situation.
How do you view your role this year, and how is that different than what it was last year with somebody like Dante on the team?
There's a little more pressure on me to make the big plays at the big times, but that's something I'm willing to embrace and be more of a leader, bringing the defensive line together a little more and, kind of stepping in where Dante did of, keeping everybody on the same because he did an unbelievable job, just his attitude and his demeanor. You're just going to get everything out of him every day. So I just got to step in that role and, hold myself accountable.
Mac talked about moving you around some too. Would you be comfortable with that?
Definitely. That's what I want to do, actually. 1st, 2nd down, I like to be outside. 3rd down, I want to move inside. I'll do either, but, I'm comfortable with doing all that. Muschamp got me to the point where, at first I didn't like it. I seen myself as an end, but after I embraced it and took it on, I actually like it now. So either position, I'm fine with.
The first team through here was Auburn. They were raving about the new defensive coordinator.
They got a good one.
Is it going to be weird to watch him on TV yelling at other players?
Yeah, it's going to be a little weird, but, I wish them the best of the luck. Muschamp a guy that I will always stay in touch with, man. He wasn't just a coach. He was a great guy. We had conversations a lot that had nothing to do with football. The situation, how he handled the situations and the things he said my freshman year with my grandma. That coaching staff was just unbelievable. And I praise him all the time for that. And I have nothing bad to say about him. And, they got an unbelievable defensive coordinator. He will get that defense right one way or another.
They're going to be kind of dangerous with that offense and his defense.
Definitely. I agree.
Glad you ain't got to play him this year.
Yeah, it might be kind of fun looking across there and seeing Muschamp.
Playing will be in the SEC title.
Yeah, definitely. So that'd be a good thing. If I'm playing, I like it.
Jeff Driscoll told us once that the offense sometimes would run plays setting up for a punt. I'm just wondering, was that the most frustrating part for you guys, the conservative offense over the last few years?
Yeah, it was. I don't know what to say about that. I really don't.
What was the most frustrating part for you as an offensive player over the last few years?
Just not being able to put up points to help our defense. Defense, they're stopping everybody. It's just offensively couldn't put up enough points to help them out. That was the most frustrating thing.
The defense would never say it, but you guys feel like you were holding them back because you weren't able to put points up on the board.
If you know football, you can tell. Defense, they're doing their job every play, stopping 3 and out, getting interceptions, fumbles, and then offense just couldn't put up enough points.
Is Brady brought in to play quarterback, or will he compete at wide receiver? What do you guys kind of envision?
He's been doing some quarterback stuff. As you know, we don't, have a lot of bodies there. And so, he's a guy that has played the position, is doing that this spring, and yet brings some, did it at Vanderbilt, obviously. And he obviously brings some, a guy that's been in there studying, doing that kind of thing. And so right now he's running a quarterback.
Is there an ideal way the quarterback situation can kind of unfold for you? Would you rather have a starter by game 1 or?
Yeah, I don't really want to pin it down yet because I don't think that's fair to the guys in the competition. When time is made, we'll, hopefully when we get out there in August, I think it'll really tell us which one of those guys has elevated not only their play, but more so how the people respond to them when they're moving the team on the field. And, you know, in drills and that kind of stuff. And as a quarterback, that is huge. It's, you know, you can have a ton of talent and this and that, but if the guys around you aren't willing to have your back, well, it ain't gonna work real good.
How has Mason Halter kind of improved the veteran leadership on the offensive line? Has he been that guy that's kind of been that veteran guy?
Well, he's still getting his feet wet. Hasn't been here a long time, and I'm sure glad he's here because next choice was me, I think.
He has been that leader on offense.
Well,